Hi everybody! I haven't mentioned yet in any of my previous videos, but I actually have a huge passion for hosiery as well as lingerie. And today I'm going to talk about hosiery, how to care for and how to properly put on and take off your hosiery, because they are beautiful, delicate items which are really expensive but so annoying to care for because they tear so easily. The first thing I'm going to do is talk about the different types of hosiery, and what I have to show you today are hold-ups or stay-ups, but it pretty much, what I'm going to say, works for tights as well. It's just that the ones I have to show you are the more delicate kinds, so probably more appropriate for what I'm going to be talking about today. Sheer silk or nylon stockings are a lot more sensitive than your average tights. So for example, here you can see they're very translucent right here. And these are not hold-ups. These are just stockings that you would hold up with suspenders. And they have, these are from Untitled Chapter, and they have this line right here, and it goes all the way down, the seam goes all the way down to the bottom, and it has the red heel. It's gorgeous. I think it just adds a really nice touch of femininity and just that little extra something to your outfit. Anyway, so the first thing I would say when caring for these is that you cannot have jagged nails. You can have longish nails, but they have to be smooth. You can't have any hangnails, you can't have any, even rough skin. You know, these are so sensitive. They're sensitive to the point where I'm actually going to show you a mistake that I made with this pair, which I love, also from Untitled Chapter. And I had some dry skin, which I didn't take care of, and that snagged on this pair. So you can see here that just one little snag has caused this ripple, and now these, you can't wear them anymore. And it's just such a shame because these things cost a lot and they're gorgeous, and you know, we want to be able to wear them more than once, you know, we want to be able to wear them many times, but it's just when we get impatient and we don't take our time, that's when we start to cause these little snags. You know, you've got to throw the whole pair away pretty much. So the first thing I would say is nails. Really important to have them filed down when you're handling hosiery. The second thing is gloves, and this is something that I was quite more recently introduced to, is that you actually have to wear gloves when you're putting on and taking off your stockings. And that is kind of an annoying thing, and you sort of feel like you're losing sensitivity, and it might not be as easy to handle. But if you're wearing gloves like this, and it can pretty much be made out of anything, but I like these gloves because they're smooth, they're elastic, and I know that they're not going to snag on anything. So gloves are really important. The way that you would wash them, definitely no machine wash, because if you wash a machine wash, you're going to have to wash them separately anyway, and that's not really worth the water. And plus with silk, you absolutely cannot put it in the machine. So I would definitely recommend hand washing, lukewarm or cold, depending on what it says on the label. Use a delicate wash. I like this one, the laundress from New York. It's called Delicate Wash Lady. And you just fill up the sink, and you put a little bit of this in, just a squirt, and then you just let them soak. I prefer to let them soak inside and out, just so that you can, you know, and actually before I put them into the sink, I give them a little shake just to get rid of any, you know, dead skin cells or anything like that that's on the actual stocking. So you soak them, I'd say maybe 5 minutes, swish them around, give an extra wash to any particular areas that need washing, but be very gentle and careful. And then you want to squeeze them from the very top, squeeze the water from the top down all the way to the bottom until there's no, you know, dripping water from them. You never ever want to twist it because you're definitely going to ruin the shape. They're just that delicate. So after that, you want to hang dry them on a towel, or you want to lay them flat. I personally prefer to lay all of my delicates flat because it just means that they're not going to, you know, the shape isn't going to warp, and it's just safer that way. But you can also hang dry them. And so that is how I would wash my hosiery. How to put them on? Well, as I mentioned, you have to have your gloves. And so you put your gloves on. And there's quite a few different types. So the first one I showed you was the kind without the silicone band. So these would not stay up on their own. You put them on, they just fall right off. You have to wear the suspenders with them. The way you would put these on is you'd roll them up like this, and I know that's kind of annoying. You know, it takes time, but you have to do it. You have to roll them up all the way to the bottom. And then before you put your toes in, and make sure also that your toes are properly manicured so that you don't have jagged edges so that you rip it that way. Curl your toes a little bit, put them on, and then gently slide them up bit by bit until they're all the way at the top. With these ones, the silicone ones, so they'll either come like this with a pretty thick band, and you can see the silicone band on the inside like this. There's 3 stripes there, and these are hold up, so these will hold up by themselves. You can use the suspenders. It's a little bit harder to put on because the material is thicker. The suspenders are harder to put on. But these will hold up by themselves. They're also really fun because it's, you know, it's just less hassle if you're getting ready fast. You just put them on really quickly. So these, when you put these on, you actually have to fold them over like this. Do not drag them up like this because there's going to be friction. So fold them over like this and then do the same thing. Roll them all the way up and then all the way up. Put them all the way up until you reach the thigh and then flip it over. And that is the same with this kind, silicone band. Again, here there's 2 thicker silicone bands here. And to take it off, basically it's the same thing. Don't just push them down because you're going to ruin your stockings. You need to fold it down again like this, and then slowly, bit by bit, push it down all the way to the bottom, and then when you get to the toe, just let it reverse so that it comes out inside out. That's when you shake them out, and then you just go and soak them, wash them. So that's my tip for how to put on and off, how to care for, and then how to store your hosiery. I would recommend definitely do not put them into a ball. You know, don't tie it into a ball. I know that's tempting, but you're going to ruin the shape for sure. So I would say either fold them up neatly, put them in their original packing, or hang them over a padded hanger in your wardrobe. It's up to you. Okay, so that was my little video on how to care for your hosiery and how to wash them. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any comments, please, or questions, please leave them below for me. Okay, bye.